don't like it.
Exactly. Even adults, not only teenagers. You find most adults, they find it so difficult to eat healthy. Spinach, uncooked, and I mean, yes, raw. It should be disinfected with something like salt and vinegar. When it's well washed and clean, it can be taken raw as something like veg salad. You have carrots, vitamin C. Vitamin C is very, very good.
How about cucumbers and
yeah, cucumber is a good source of vitamin E.
cabbage?
Very good source. Veggies.
We can convince them to take those.
Yes, veggies generally, it can be taken.
How about water? People say water is good for the skin. Is that true?
Yes,
Does it hydrate the skin? Does it make it look younger?
The mechanism behind water intake is that it hydrates the skin. You have the right word. It hydrates the skin. And when the skin is hydrated, it prevents the skin from wrinkling, from looking cracky, from looking dry. And you know, when something is looking supple, it will have a more beautiful appearance.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that bad statistic that we heard about 2013, I think it was, when the WHO said about 77%
Of women.
of Nigerian women, we're not talking of men, and we know they do it too, we're using skin lightening creams. Okay, I can understand that maybe they feel they will look better if they're lighter, but are there dangers to this?
There are, if the chemicals used are harmful, if they are hazardous. You know, the skin lightening creams are not so bad in themselves if the ingredients used are healthy. Like when you talk about carrot has high content of vitamin A. Carrot has the potential to lighten the teeth. I mean the teeth now, and it can as well lighten the skin. So when there is a reason behind the use of the lightening cream, it can be well accommodated. It can be tolerated. But when it is when one uses hazardous chemical in skin lightening, that is when it should be condemned.
What are some of the effects that one sees when they use these hazardous chemicals?
Yeah, for the hazardous chemicals used in skin lightening creams, it can lead to the thinning of the skin itself. It can lead to permanent skin damage, that is called refractory pigmentation, whereby there will be no remedy at all for the skin. It can lead
so the skin can go back to its former suppleness.
It's just going to look permanently darkened, and no lightening cream can bring out the skin to its normal state again. I mean the cumulative effect of it. Then it can as well lead to reddening of the skin and the thinning of the walls of the skin, thereby exposing the veins. That's when you see people with
you see all those green
veins, exactly. And then it can lead to erythema. Erythema is like when you see people with natural blush, you see them, you see most women have this blush, the redness of the skin. It is as a result of hazardous chemicals used in skin lightening creams, and it can as well lead to death.
Death?
Yes, it can. When you use hazardous chemical consistently for a long period of time, of course it can lead to failures of some major organs in the body, and which can
Are you saying that some of those creams go beyond the dermal layer and actually affect organs in the body?
Of course, yes. Something like mercury. When
mercury is dangerous. Don't tell me to use that in creams.
They do, sure. People use it. People go as far as using relaxer in bleaching the skin. And that's quite hazardous to the skin.
Now that you mention relaxers, we have to talk about this. We use them on our hair.
Yes.
And it does touch the skin. Is that dangerous for us?
Yes, it is. That's why it's always good to stay safe, to stay within the safer range of anything that is being used. It's not good to go outside one's expertise. I am always saying I always tell people you're not supposed to do things you're not meant to do, you're not trained to do.
Let me stop you there. Hold that thought. We'll come back to it, but we need to go on a break. Stay with us, please. We're going on a break.